Why is car maintenance so much cheaper in the US? Myths versus reality. Picture this. You're watching a video where an American woman is sitting in her Volkswagen visibly upset, asking, "Is it normal that I paid a fortune for an oil change? They told me Volkswagen needs special oil." The comment section explodes. What? Oil changes cost only $30. You got scammed. Now, here's another story. An American woman moves to Germany, takes her BMW in for routine maintenance, and walks out in tears. The bill? €800 for a simple oil change. So what's going on here? Do Americans just not maintain their cars and drive around in death traps? Or are Europeans getting massively ripped off? Let's find out. The reality. Debunking the $30 myth. Let's get straight to the facts. An oil change for $30? That's a myth. Living on the internet. Here are the real prices in the US in 2026. Do-it-yourself oil change, $35 to $45. Mobil 1 oil, 5 quarts, $28. Quality filter, $7 to $10. Your time and dirty hands, free. At a regular shop, $60 to $90. At the dealership, $120 to $180. But here's where it gets interesting. That same bottle of Volkswagen 50800 oil that costs $28 in the US, which is about €25, costs €80 in Europe. 3 times more expensive. Starting to see the difference? But this is just the beginning of the story. 5 reasons why it's cheaper in the US. Reason number 1. Parts prices are insane massive market. Mass production, low taxes. The result? Oil is 3 times cheaper. Filters are half the price. Even brake pads cost less than a coffee at a European cafe. Reason number 2. The DIY culture. In the US, half of car owners change their own oil, in the garage, in the driveway. On a Sunday morning with a beer, it's completely normal. Service shops have to keep prices low, or customers simply won't come. Reason number 3. Inspections? What inspections? Pay attention. Here's a shocking fact. In 35 out of 50 states, there are no mandatory vehicle inspections. Nobody checks your brakes, your suspension, or oil leaks. None. Do your lights work? Got license plates? You're good to go. Reason number 4. Oil change does not equal full service. Here's the kicker. When a European says oil change, they mean full service. When an American says oil change, it's literally just oil and filter. Check the brake fluid? That's a separate service. Look at the suspension? Another service. Diagnostics? Pay extra. Reason number 5. Economy of scale. 330 million people. Unified market. 1 language. That's more than all of Europe without Russia. When you produce millions of filters for 1 market, the cost drops dramatically. The dark side. Why cheap can be expensive. But wait, don't celebrate just yet. There's a dark side to this cheapness. Trap number 1. The bait and switch. An oil change for $30? That's a loss leader. They lure you in, get your car on the lift, and the magic begins. Sir, your brake fluid is black. That'll be $120. Your air filter is clogged. $45. Time to change those spark plugs. $200. And just like that, your $30 turned into $400. Trap number 2. Wrong oil. Remember those cheap chains like Jiffy Lube? They employ people making minimum wage. They might pour in regular oil instead of synthetic. Real case, Volkswagen TDI owners massively experienced engine problems, specifically because of wrong oil at these places. Saved $50 on an oil change. Spent $5,000 on engine repair. Trap number 3. The drive it till it breaks culture. Without mandatory inspections, many Americans drive cars in, let's say, interesting condition. Brake fluid hasn't been changed in 10 years? No problem. Brake pads worn down to metal? Just turn up the music. Suspension knocking? Who can hear it on the highway? One mechanic told me, a guy came in with brake fluid the color of coffee. I asked when he last changed it. He said, "You're supposed to change that?" What's actually included in service? Let's compare what you get for your money. European service, 500 to 1,000 euros oil and filter change. Brake fluid replacement every 2 years mandatory. All safety systems inspection. Electronic diagnostics, suspension, brakes, and tire inspection. Air filter replacement. Full vehicle condition report. American oil change, $60 to $90 oil change. Oil filter change, visual inspection, maybe everything else? Pay extra. See the difference? It's like comparing a burger to a 3-course meal. Shocking statistics. Here are some numbers to think about. 70% of American drivers don't know when they last changed their brake fluid. In states without inspections, accidents caused by mechanical failures are 15% higher. The average American spends $500 to $800 per year on car maintenance. The average European spends 800 to 1,200 euros per year. But here's what's interesting. The average car lifespan in Europe is 11 years. In the US, it's 12 years. Why? Because Americans favor reliable Japanese brands that forgive neglectful maintenance. Conclusion. So where is it better? Friends, the truth is, there's no clear answer. These are two different worlds with different approaches. The American approach. Pros: cheap parts and oil. Freedom of choice. Maintain it or don't. You can save money doing it yourself. Cons: no safety oversight. Easy to get bad service. Many people drive dangerous vehicles. The European approach. Pros: mandatory safety control, prevention instead of repair, high service standards. Cons: expensive parts and labor. No choice. Inspections are mandatory. High taxes on everything automotive. The main point. When an American brags about a $60 oil change and a European cries over an €800 bill, they're talking about completely different things. The American changed oil and left. The European got full service with a safety guarantee. This isn't cheap versus expensive. This is freedom and risk versus control and peace of mind. Now here's my question for you. Which approach do you prefer? Are you willing to save money but take responsibility yourself? Or do you prefer paying more for professional oversight? Write in the comments. How much does an oil change cost in your country? Do you maintain your car yourself or go to a shop? How often do you change brake fluid? Be honest. Call to action. If this video was helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe. We'll be breaking down hidden car costs in different countries. Comment below. Your service stories might become the basis for the next video. And remember, cheap maintenance isn't always bad, and expensive isn't always good. The key is understanding what you're paying for. See you in the next one.